Man, look, too good to be true. That's what they're saying about Elon's new bank, XMoney. I did a full breakdown about a month ago before the bank was open, and that video is linked down below if you want to check it out. But it's open now, so let's open an account and see if it lives up to the hype. 6% yield on your savings, 3% cash back when you spend. Will it pass and join my high yield bank stack, or will it fail? Let's see. So I'll come over here. I'm going to log into X. This is the only places that I know that you can access it. I'll click on money. You do need a premium account, by the way. That costs me, I think, $7 a month. Okay. There we go. Log on to money. Put my glasses on. Get started. That's me. I'll blur that out. Where's my social security? Continue. There we go. My address. Let's see, virtual card is ready. Sure, I'll add to my Apple Wallet. That's done. Does that mean I'm already in? Gave me $15 already. Can I deposit? It's going to be easier for me to work off of my laptop, so I'll hit link a bank account. Put in my phone number, probably connected to Plaid. Verify. Code. All right, I can connect this to SoFi. Wealthfront. I'll connect this to my Bank of America account. Confirm. Continue to log in. Send the code. The code is submit. Go there. Continue. Provide consent. We are now linked. So deposit, I'm going to put in $100. Bank transfer mode amount fee is free. There's no fee to do the transfer. I'll confirm. Was successfully initiated and done. Okay. So as of right here, it has 4% APY. Earn 6% APY when you direct deposit $1,000 every 34 days. Okay, good to know. So that's what it takes to get the 6%. So that's a little bit of a catch, but 4% based off of all the other high yield savings accounts that I'm in is not bad. I'm happy with it. But one thing I want to check here to see if it actually makes my stack is, can I do a recurring deposit? So I just did that, right? So it's just a one-time deposit here. Confirm. All right, it doesn't look like you can do recurring. So that's an issue for me on how I do my banking. So let's see, we can send money. You can send money via people on X, withdraw to your other bank accounts, send a domestic wire, mail a check, all right? You can request money, so this probably works very much like the Venmo QR code. Then you can transfer. So this would go from there, or I select another account. Okay. So it looks like we can do a whole lot of things. Set up direct deposit. This is what I might be looking for. Let's get started here. See if this can actually be my monthly recurring. How would you like to set up direct deposit? Looking up your payroll account. Aha. Okay. So it looks like I have to hook up. It has to be from an actual employer, which I could do through my company, it looks like. I'll have to check with Mercedes to see which account that we use or which service we use. Or it could be a gig. DoorDash, Uber. Okay. All right. Doesn't look like we can connect this through a private bank where I can set up a recurring deposit, which is what I really like about SoFi. It's what I like about Wealthfront. It's what I like about my CIT bank, is I can automate everything and pay myself first. But it looks like I have to have a job. All right, so let's exit there. Let's exit to money. So that's how the transfer works. That's the direct deposit. Here's my X card, manage card, cashback. All right, I'll order my metal card, so let's order my card. Print my username. No, I don't want my username. My username stinks. That's kind of cool. I think the MT is kind of neat. All right, I'm gonna go with my initials. Okay. All right. So I put in my PIN number. Card is being shipped. All right, ordered. So they gave me 15 bucks. That's kind of cool. I'll confirm that that's what that is. But I got 15 bucks for opening the account. I've deposited 100 bucks just to get it going, to see how everything worked. It's all there. Hopefully they'll add the recurring. But in order for this to really work for me inside of my bank stack, I like to set up recurring deposits. And it doesn't look like we have the ability to do that. I'll check deposit one more time. Usually right here, I would be able to go ahead and make this recurring. So that says confirm. If I do that again, it's probably just going to put another. Yep. All right. Pending status individual. Well, I got $215 in my account now, so there we go. All right, account's open. Really just a few minutes to open it from start to finish. $200 in, a metal card on the way, and a $15 bonus just for showing up, which I did not expect and will not complain about. So now the question that decides everything, is it too good to be true? Does it join the banking stack? Well, I found the catch, and it's sitting in two places. You probably caught it too. Catch number one, the headline says 6%. My screen, it said 4%. The 6, it's real, but it's gated. To earn it, you need at least $1,000 a month landing in this account as a qualifying direct deposit. Looks like for now, the deposit has to come from payroll. Your employer or a payroll service sending your paycheck here to X. Moving money over from your own bank, like you just watched me do, that doesn't count. And that's on top of the subscription you already need just to get through the door. I don't know if that's going to be permanent or not, but that's the way it is right now. So let's do the math, because the math is the verdict. If you're not willing to route part of your paycheck through a social media app, here's your reality. You're paying a subscription to earn 4%, while most of the free accounts I already use pay 4 to 4.5. It's not unique or a red flag or anything like that with the subscription like this. It's the same model that Robinhood uses for their gold account, and I got one of those too, so I'm not against that. But if you're willing to route payroll, the return does totally flip. On the basic $8 premium plan, the 6% beats my best free account once you're holding about $6,000 in here. On the $40 a month plan, you need about $32,000 parked here before the 6% really breaks even with a free account. So run your own number before you chase the headline. And then catch number two. And this one stings more for me personally. There is no recurring deposit button. I looked twice. I deposited 100 bucks twice just to confirm. Maybe I was missing it. I thought maybe it was sitting right in front of my face, and maybe it was. I don't know, but I didn't see it. Every one of my other 7 accounts lets me automate a weekly transfer. Set it once and then just forget it forever. This one doesn't, at least not yet. And an account that I have to remember is an account that eventually gets forgotten. That's just me. But here's the workaround that I'm already thinking about. If the app won't automate the transfer, the automated deposits, I can automate, I guess, upstream. I pay myself from my own company anyway, so I'm thinking I'll split my payroll and at least allocate the minimum here to grab the 6%, and then the rest just kind of goes where it always went. And if you get a paycheck, most payroll systems will split your direct deposit across 2 accounts. So inquire about that at your employer if you need to. That's pay yourself first at the source before the money ever touches a bank that you can spend from. Now, before you go dive in, 4 things really fast. Number 1, your money doesn't live at X. It lives at Cross River Bank in New Jersey with FDIC insurance through them, up to $250,000. That's pretty much standard. Same structure as most finance apps with the same 2 footnotes. Cross River sits underneath a bunch of other money apps, by the way. So if you use more than one of them, those balances can share a single insurance cap. And FDIC insurance covers a bank failing, by the way. It does not cover an app having a bookkeeping problem. That's why my first deposit was 100 bucks and not 100,000. Number 2, if somebody hijacks your X account, the card carries Visa Zero liability and the app walks you through passkey security. So you watched me set that up. But getting a compromised account back, this is a muscle PayPal spent 15 years building, and this thing here is just a few weeks old. So start small. I'd suggest letting them earn your big deposits. All right, number 3, the 3% cash back. So I went and read the actual reward terms, so you don't have to, but you should anyway. And here's what eligible really means as it is right now. Everyday spending works, groceries, gas, restaurants, that earns the 3%. And it pays out to your account weekly, which I thought was very cool. But there's a whole exclusion list also. And some of it lands right where we live, right where we work. You can't pay your property taxes with and expect to get 3% back. Same with your rent through a property manager. You can't go buy gold or silver, that's disqualified. Wires, money orders, brokerage deposits, lottery tickets, even government fines, all of that is excluded from the 3% cash back. But normal spending works. And one more line from the terms worth knowing. The percentage can differ by category, and the total can be capped at their discretion. So the 3% is real at the grocery store. Exercise caution, though, if you plan on building any sort of strategy around it. And then number 4, the Elon question, because the comments on the last video split right down the middle. Half say, I'll never do business with that guy, and half say, finally, I get to do business with that guy. So here's my answer. The account doesn't know how you vote or what you drive, and neither does the math. I judge a bank account on its rate, its terms, and its insurance. Same religion for all 8 of mine. And then one warning on the rate itself. That 6% is variable, and it's sitting way above the market right now. Rates like that usually come back to earth once the crowd shows up. So if it drops, I don't argue with it. I just point the money at the next account in the rotation and life goes on. No single app, no single bank. That's just how I do it. And if the subscription and the payroll hoops just aren't worth it to you, good news. You don't need Elon's permission to stop earning the 0.38%, which is what the average savings account in this country is paying. The free accounts I use right now pay 4 to 4.5. No subscription, no hoops, nothing. Same FDIC insurance. And my favorite 3 at any given time are posted for my community at stackmybanks.com. And my top 10 list is linked down below in the description. So here's your choice this weekend. Leave your cash where it earns almost nothing and keep hoping loyalty starts paying interest. It won't. Or take 10 minutes, open one account that actually pays you. Set up your direct deposit and let it run without you. So my personal verdict here, I'm in. Account number 8 is through the payroll door. I have to do it a little bit differently, but I'm in. 4%, it puts it in the top 4 of my stack. 6% will put it right at the front. So that's what I'm counting on. And the day that they add that recurring deposit button, it graduates to becoming a full member, a part of my banking system. So until then, it's on a work visa, so to speak. And keep your eyes open because Elon is not the only one happy to accept your deposits. Subscribe to the channel, and next week I'll introduce you to the 2 new, big, and most unlikely players the FDIC just quietly approved to hold your savings. If you're watching this after I finish that video, you'll see it right here. Otherwise, subscribe for the notification. Competition, it's good. The consumer usually wins when the giants compete. And I like seeing a lot of competition right now in the banking industry. We will be the beneficiaries of that. So run your house like a business, defend it like your home. Until then, God loves you, and so do I. Take care.